Hello everybody, Hot Hollow Point here, playing another game of Supreme Commander 2020 mod. I am spawning in as the Turquoise Siren. Gonna start with ACU Vision here, playing against Potato Man, who is playing as the UEF. I will throw down some mass extractors, followed by some stealth field generators. And that'll be my early game. Now I'm gonna go for the radar upgrade on the AC once it's available, and then like push them out just enough so I can see sort of what Potato Man's up to, and then decide where I'm gonna go from there. It's often a good idea to go for the build time upgrade as well, but I'm really anxious to get this radar upgrade up and running. Now, starting with 2 research stations is very greedy. All it takes is for your opponent to push you at the like 5-minute mark, and there's almost no way you'll be able to defend unless you have like a super well organized base and you micro really well. It's possible to do, it's just hard. If you do happen to hold them off, then you're almost guaranteed to win, to be honest, unless they play properly and retreat and start stacking up and expanding and blah blah blah. Since, I sort of do have a nerfed economy at this point, let's be honest. I only have 4 mass extractors, no factory, no engineers. I probably actually should build energy before I walk away. Although I can get the power shunt, which is super helpful. Excuse me, I just had to sneeze there. Open Palms is like a high mass map. There's a lot of mass to be had on it, so these builds are dangerous, but not nearly as much so as like Powderhorn Mesa. Usually you would want to put your factory down instead of going for a 5th mechs, just because, at least for now, the mass extractors are like, think of it this way, there's none of these mass extractors exist on Powderhorn Mesa. Your closest mass extractors would be like these ones, which I'm actually thinking of changing in the future. So I want 2 engineers and 50 bots, and I want my ACU definitely at this point in the game to assist that. At least the very first engineer. I think I start putting research points into my land force as well. Get my ACU healing here with my engineer. And you'll see too, I'm nearing the point where I can throw another research station down if I'm really greedy, or that's also about the equivalent of 2 factories coming up soon, so I might do that instead. Especially since I have so much energy right now, I can get away without with just getting my engineer to build energy at this point. My factories are built by my ACU while he's healing. I've already got 2 research stations, so I feel good about how this game is going so far. I haven't been attacked yet. If he had his forces pushing me already, like I said, about the 5-minute mark, you can pull off a successful rush if you do that build order. That starts with the factory, and then you just get 2 or 3 factories going right after that. Speaking of factories, I'm going to go claim my next mass extractor and put a factory over top of it. Cybern's energy generators also have a small shield on them too, so you can use them to stack up on your factory, or around your factory or your mass extractors. Especially right now, we got an energy stall happening. It's not very responsible of me. not going to be able to push with my ACU like right away, so I might as well just have my engineer stop healing him. Get some more upgrades on my bots. Get my bots producing again. It's very sloppy of me to stall my economy like that, but I think that'll be it for now. Got a little network error. I could have done without that last power that I just built there, but oh well. Now he is one of the slower moving factions by default, unless he gets bots, which those all look like they're walking at tank speed. So I will claim my back masses, is what I'm saying. If I thought he had bots, then I would maybe consider taking over one of these bases instead, just so that he can't easily flank me, or at least I would drop factories on the way as I went instead of just claiming. That's probably a more accurate statement. I would put a factory there instead of just claiming all my mass extractors in a row. I would put a factory, just to prevent his bots from rushing around. See, and now I know too that he has not expanded. Oh, maybe he has expanded to get his back maxes. I think I might even take you guys around this way now that I know that. I'll just keep him distracted down here at the bottom while that group of bots runs around. Oh, he's actually gonna try to flank me. Smart of him. At this point in the game, my bots really aren't a match for his ACU, so if I had my ACU and my bots, I think, but then I need to take care of this land force, so I'm gonna use my ACU to do that. I'm running with a lot of energy at the moment. Bot shields are like super OP, so I'm gonna probably just go for them. I have way too much energy right now. But just convert some of it, I guess. It's not a total loss. To be able to, beauty part about Cybern, they've got like the easiest economy in the game. Their default units really suck. I mean, once they're upgraded, they're decent. And you can upgrade them quickly because of your economy, but even when they're fully upgraded, once the other person reaches that point as well for fully upgraded troops, then they will probably still beat you. Cybern is the quickest to get everything, it's fair to say, but they're also the weakest, even in the late game. Like, they get to the late game fastest, but if the enemy also just happens to hold them off and catch up, then their late game is the weakest. And that applies to most levels for the faction. See, like even right now, there's nothing I can do here. He's just spamming. I need way more bots, even with the shields. Or actually, he's I'm gonna get these doing building Brackman, since his land blobs are getting so big now. Well, this is not a good opening game for my Cybern, to be honest, just because usually as Cybern you want to be in their face doing stuff. loading more than I should be right now. I think my bots though now are hitting a power curve. I send this group out because he's only got tanks. By the time he actually lurches forward, I'll have like enough to defend. So if you can ever do that, it's just a good time to do it, to be honest. This might actually be a good game for the stealth jammer upgrade on my loyalists. I might as well bring this group out to posture. Might be able to do something here if I micro properly. Keep my one group out of range of those while I attack this group. Oh, no, I gotta get out. Oh, he does have bots. Odd. Odd that he hasn't been attacking me. He is heavily upgrading his ACU once again. I don't know if that's necessarily a good strategy against full out land spam, just because your ACU doesn't do quite enough, like, especially once I get my shields on my bots, doesn't do enough damage. Ooh, this is looking rough for me. Yeah, like I said, he's just like holding me off doing his UEF thing. He's superior to me in every way. Wonder if I shoot what Venium does and just go Navy. I think also though I could get away with some megalith, microlith. I don't feel confident taking any of these front bases at the moment, which leaves me at a disadvantage. He's got more mass than me, but I'm also Cybran, so I can just spam a bunch of energy, and for like every 3 to 4 energy I spam, it's the equivalent of a mass extractor. Mass extractors do upgrade over time though, so that's why I said like 3 to 4 energy. I'm just gonna poke him with my Brackman here and use my bots to like hold him at bay so he can't just run over my Brackman. But the idea being like I can hold down right click and then my Brackman will sort of just sit back at full range. Oh, he's got demolishers. This might not be a good idea. Unless I just micro better. Get his demolishers distracted by my bots. Meanwhile, my Brackmen are like attacking his actual tank units. Yeah, go Brackman, do your thing. Oh, his demo's got in the range of some of my stuff here. That's one of the few times it'll actually tell you to give a formation move order with all your troops instead of just one type. Brackman get like a little bit of a speed bonus when they're trying to join a formation that they otherwise lag behind. It's only like 5%, but it's sometimes enough. That applies to the base game, I believe, as well. It's certainly nothing special that I programmed in. You actually really notice it in the base game with like air units. Sometimes they just like apply the afterburners. Has to do with oftentimes with formation moves. Most of my base like stealthed right now because I've been spreading these out a little bit. I'm gonna continue to do that. See the purple fields on Siren are the stealth generators. Anyways, I'm just gonna hold them off till I get a bunch of megaliths going. Use my idle engineers to build me a bunch more energy since I can't expand to get those front mass extractors. Because I'm Cybern and I'm kind of weak at holding ground. I'm gonna cut this group in half and send it out in a double wave. So not mean to give it another order. You can see how I like stretch it out into a rectangle instead so that I can hopefully, if these troops run into range, I can get more units firing at once. Even like I could do it again and split like a third one off. Just have to be careful about when they like run into each other if you ever split your groups like that. Because they will not keep distance from each other despite their formation orders. Okay, now they actually did that properly and I'm beating them. I can just give them all an order to like rush in. Actually, I can also... They are assault bots, cyber assault bots, so I can set them to heal each other as well. A little bit more longevity. Tell them all to target a single factory so that kill it. Start taking those production. Yeah, the bots on cyber, or the shields on cyber bots are just super OP. It's probably something I'm gonna have to nerf soon. They're also bugged a bit, to be honest. Like, that guy had an almost dead shield. He should have had, like, some damage taken off him. He should have just brought this group back to help, but I guess game over, GG anyways. Siren bot blobs are just too powerful. Like I said, I might have broken something with their shields with penetration. Pay attention to anything that's see, like, you know, he should have had the shield's not supposed to block 100% health. That's UDF shields do, but cyber shields are not. They look like they're starting to. See, like he just lost his shield one, yeah, took no damage. 15% of 150. Should have done like 25 damage to him at least. Through the shield. Micro. Well then. Still actually has a decent chance of this if he can like somehow snipe off my experimental factories. shield's down. They should take damage while their shield is taking damage. Only a little bit. I think his shield went down. He should have taken at least 15 damage while his shield took like 100 damage there. I do not know what's wrong, but I need to fix it. Sorry to all the playtesters in the meantime. Cybern's gonna be OP for a little bit. Watch this, I'll use this upgrade here to get like the double stun percentage. And my Megas will just clean up on all the stunt guys. Need to keep an eye on their health though. Just make sure that the ones with lower health stay back. At least if it's brothers pushing to the fight, that is. He's got a lot into his AC right now, I gotta sort of be careful. He could potentially snipe me if he had like jump jets and overcharge. Yes, also the Megalith's hitboxes are bugged. Anyways, I'm heading home tomorrow to my home PC so I can get some of these bugs worked out. In the meantime, let's check out the scoreboard here. Yeah, I outbuilt him obviously just because I'm cyber and I build bots. He outkilled me for the same reason. Again, the mass disparity though is really what points. Oh, he actually he collected more mass than me but spent less, so he was just floating mass the whole time. I think that's has to do with like he had his base sort of back in the back part of his crescent, and but didn't build around the back part of his mass extractors. Anyways, it was a good game. Better than most Cybern games have been recently. Cybern's sort of OP, so. Anyways, I will just save this replay and then we'll see you guys next game.